Hi Model UN class, welcome to the very last tutorial on how to finish up your position paper. I have an example position paper in front of me, and at the very bottom I have the rubric that you're being graded on. So the very first thing you'll notice in the rubric is that you need to have your committee, the country, the topic, the school, the sponsor, and the delegate. So let's go back up and see if they've done that. What do you notice that you're missing? School, delegate, and sponsor. Now you notice that there's a bunch of blank spaces which I don't really like, so I'm going to highlight all of this and I'm going to change it to size 1 and remove the space after the paragraph. Yes, Prep Brays Oaks. Sponsor is Miss Straub, and the delegate is whatever name you want, John Doe. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's check again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've earned my full 10 points just because I did that. The next thing you're going to check for is that there's an explanation of the issue and definition, as a summary with international action related to that. So we can just go ahead and read through here. We're looking at past 2 decades, rapidly growing. You're seeing that there's a bunch of facts that support it, and you're reading through examining the issues, and there's some key facts there as well. So we've done those things. We should be doing pretty good to go for the content. The country's position was also there, so once again, you're good to go. Your solutions are a lot more clear, but looking ahead, this paper has a whole 2 paragraphs on what they believe should be the solutions, so that's good to go as well. Now this is key. It says to include 3 key documents in the paper. So you'll notice that things like this parenthetical notation, that's 1, that's 2, and there's a 3rd one up here. All 3 of these have either the organization and the year or the author and the year. So there's 3 in there. They've done what they need to do. If you want to go above and beyond, do more than 3, but that's all they need to do. This paper does not include a works cited page, but you do know how to do that, so you can do that on your own. Now the last one is for 5 points, and it says that there must be a works cited page, and it's single-spaced using a 12-point font. You can tell that this font is 13.5, so that simply won't do. So we'll just highlight all of it. We're going to go size 12. We'll change the font to Times New Roman, because that's the smallest one that there is. And then let's take a look. It definitely goes on as nearly a full 2 pages. So we're going to do a little trick, and we're going to make it all 1. We'll notice that the spaces have been removed, so that's good. And then we're going to alter something with the page layout. So page layout and margins, hit narrow. When you do that, everything gets a lot closer together, and you're barely going on to the 2nd page. So depending on how much of a stickler you want to be, you can leave it as that is, or you can find a way to make things smaller. One way to do that is to take this, double click on it, wrap the text square, and you've done that, things get smaller. And you've got a couple of lines. You can try and cut that down if you want to. It's only 5 points. You can end up with a 95, even if it's not what it is. Also, if you want to, although I don't suggest it, you could take out the section headings. Once again, I don't suggest that, but you can do what you want. And now you're most definitely on 1 page, and you've got your full 100 points if you want them like that. So there you have it. You've checked, you've looked at the rubric, you've gone through line by line, and you see where your points are coming from right here. And you're in charge of how well that you do. This is what you'll be graded on. The only thing that this paper is missing is the works cited page. All right, well, I hope that